Nous avons parlé avec plusieurs personnes. Parmi là d'ailleurs, Dr. Adriane Reesey, président Broward Human Trafficking Coalition.
It was known as the Broward Human Trafficking Work Group, and it was formed in around 2005, 2006 in order to combat human trafficking practices here within Broward County. It has grown tremendously, and as we know from the recent tragedy in Haiti, we're dealing with situations here law enforcement is dealing with, as is the coalition discussing how we might address recidivist situations and child sexual exploitation that's taking place within the Dominican Republic and translating to the United States.
Correct. So how do you plan to affect from here to help Haiti? As you just mentioned, Haiti is big time trafficking going on. There's big time human trafficking going on in Haiti, either in Haiti or here. I should say all over the middle third world countries. We got a lot of people doing this kind of things. How do you plan to, how does human trafficking plan to stop that?
Well, this group, first of all, education and awareness are key. You have to know that there's a problem, that the problem exists in order to be able to address it. And the function right now of the Broward Human Trafficking Coalition is one of networking and awareness, making sure that information is disseminated to various groups. We now have the Broward Haiti Task Force on board. We have different representatives from within the Haitian community. And they're taking this information back to their respective groups and to their friends and family and churches. And they're starting a dialogue. They're starting to talk about it. Did you know that this exists? Did you know that this is happening? And so people are becoming, there's a little bit of a buzz now. And that awareness is so critical to our mission. That's what we're going to do. We want to let people know that it's out there and what they can do about it.
Okay, great. Excellent. So, who are the members of the Broward Coalition Against Human Trafficking?
Currently, we have over, I believe it's 50 organizations represented, membership of over 350. Today, I believe we have approximately 65 to 68 people.
That's huge.
Exuberant volunteers, they're wonderful. But we have representatives from federal law enforcement, including immigration, customs enforcement. We have the FBI here today, child sexual exploitation. We have various groups, Sir Optimist International, the Broward Haiti Task Force, the Department of Children and Families, Refugee Services was here. We have Florida Freedom Partnership. We have a number of organizations. We also have Women in Distress, Covenant House, who house victims of human trafficking. And I believe we had some folks from Children's Services Council that came on board, Broward Sheriff's Office. There's a vast array of entities that are coming to the meeting.
Wow, that's great.
Churches, we also have a faith-based portion of the coalition, and they are actually Haitian churches. We've got Catholic churches on board. We just recently reached out to the Korean Baptist and Presbyterian. We have the Buddhist temple on board. We have a number of folks that have actually started to come around.
And these are people that eventually, basically nations that basically eventually things like that can happen in their countries.
Oh, but certainly they're taking this information and they're taking it back. Once again, it's like ripples in a pond. When you throw a rock into the center of a pond that was a still pond, that rock generates these ripples that go out to the edges. And so what we're trying to do is be that rock that stimulates that sort of ripple to create information awareness throughout Broward County.
Who are the most vulnerable to human trafficking?
The most vulnerable are our youth. Generally, we're seeing that children between the ages of 13 and 14 are recruited into prostitution and groomed for this through boyfriends, disproportionate age, someone who is possibly 37, a 13-year-old, and they're dating. This isn't necessarily, it's an age disproportionate sort of scenario. Now, our most vulnerable are our runaways and our homeless youth. Those are our most vulnerable.
So those kids who left their parents' house, run,
For whatever reason, they didn't feel that they were understood. They felt that the grass was going to be greener on somewhere else,
Yes.
and they find themselves, well, where am I going to eat? Where am I going to sleep? Who's going to take care of me? Because they're still children. And these children, we don't like to say milk carton ghosts, but some of these kids end up as our missing and exploited children and become victims of crime. And they are our most vulnerable. And right now, when you were talking about Haiti and the situation in Haiti, any third world, as you said, third world country or impoverished country is at risk because they're looking to better their situation. And what do they have? What do they have? Sometimes they say, what do I have to sell? Myself. And so they are exploited.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Reesey. How does someone come to become member of the coalition?
Well, first we ask that they go visit our website if they have the capability to do so, which is www.bhtc.us, which is Broward Human Trafficking Coalition.us. And we also have an address and a telephone number. They're welcome to call us. The phone number is 954-594-3495, I believe. It's on our website.
So the website, if you go to the website, definitely you should find all the information needed.
Correct. And to become a member, you need to fill out the proper forms that we have, identify yourself, and what organization or agency you may be representing, if you're a community organization, or if you're an interested citizen. Just let us know. We would like to obviously maintain a roll of membership so that we can see who's coming in and who's going out. We don't ever give out any sort of strategic information here that would compromise or jeopardize any ongoing criminal investigations, certainly, but we do want to get input from the community. We do want to have people talk to us and give us information. I would like to also say that if you suspect that there is a human trafficking situation, you need to call the National Tip Line, which is very easy to remember, 888-3737-888. So, although it looks like a typo,
It looks very easy to me. That I can remember. I don't have a very good memory, but this I can give it. Doctor, my question, I was so excited about the numbers, so I forgot the question I was going to ask. But nevertheless, what is your message to the people? And this is the question: what are the signs to human trafficking? What are the signs so people should look out for, watch out for?
Many of the signs are very similar to those that you might experience in a domestic violence situation. And it depends on who's looking, who's observing. But, if you're, for example, let's just say your children are coming home and they've got unexplained wealth, that may indicate several different things. It could indicate that somebody's taken interest in them and is giving them presents. It could indicate that they got a job. It could indicate that there's other criminal activity that may be taking place.
So they're coming home, they have money that you didn't give them, they're not working. So that's one of the signs.
Well, with human trafficking, that we're talking about just in very general terms. As far as human trafficking, these are persons who may say that they can't speak English, won't look at you in the eye. They may be in the service industries. As you see, we have a campaign with the Department of Human Services, and it's look beneath the surface. What we want you to do is ask questions. Any child that's engaged in commercial sex acts is being exploited. We have tips, we have information here, what to look for. For example, the following clues may help you identify a person who is a possible victim of trafficking. We have this information available. They may be accompanied by controlling persons or bosses and not speaking on their own behalf. They have someone speaking for them. They have a lack of control, in their environment and situation. So we would look for these identifiers and these markers. And we do have this information available, once again, on our website as well.
Great. Dr. Reesey, President of the Broward Human Trafficking Coalition and Community Involvement from the Broward Sheriff Office. appreciate it. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you very much.
Thanks again. What would be your last, your word to the Haitian community? I mean, Haitian.
If I could speak in
Just say sac passé.
Sac passé. Thank you very much.
All right. So thank you again. Thank you.